Hi everyone, Wilder Ireland here. I was just moving one of my trail cameras and I seem to have found the D4 hard. Jeepers, they're very... So this white fella looks like... hello guys! This white fella looks like he's in the front. Hello D4! Jeepers, there's so many of them. They have me on their turf now, they're going to make bits of me. I'm going to try and get them out to a gate. It's okay. Okay. I'm going to try and get them to come back the way they were. Come on. And I'll try and feed them carrots. Even though the old Cade Míle Fáilte weren't very cooperative. Hello, fellas. Well, they're all up for following me too. Now they're getting a bit frisky there behind. I have to keep an eye out, because what can happen is that they can start to argue amongst themselves. Wait for me now. I don't know if they're going to wait for me. I have to try and train them into it. Good fellas. Because if they don't learn to wait for me, I can get run over. Come on, fellas. Come on. Now there's a gate down here. If I can get them to come over. Come on! Actually, there's a fence which is a bit better because you can get more. Hello! Well, aren't you the fella? You're starting to canter. Yeah, I found last year, once they got used to being fed. Sorry now, there wasn't much room at the gate, so the dominant guys would or girls would take over. Come on! They're all good at following anyway. They mightn't be ready to eat, but they've no problem following me. The best fella you are. I'm walking this over my shoulder, so I don't know if they're... Now, there used to be room there. Oh, there's a lot more. Yeah, there's more coming through the last ones. How are you? Not ready to trust me yet. I used to feed them at that fence there, but it was a lot more open last year. Let's see. I might just go with the gate for now because there's every chance they're not going to feed anyway. Now, this gate opens, but I should be very careful. Nothing worse than them getting out. We had some here last year, not the ones here. I like to call them our fellas, they're not my fellas. Someone's put a stick in here, which I will do now when I'm finished. To break it. What was I going to say? Yeah, some got out last year nearby and it was a disaster. A lady crashed into them and luckily she was okay. I think she had a child and that in the car, but we lost a couple of horses. Now we'll close this and I make sure before I go put a stick in it. If it was me, I'd probably have padlocks on it, but I'm a bit OCD. No, staying well away. Come on, fellas. So, I'll throw in some of these. It's going to take a while to get these guys to figure out that carrots are very nice. Here's Brad, the brown fella. I think he's the one who was quite brave yesterday. Do you want some of these fellas? They're gassed the way they'll follow you. It's but they're not ready to. What do you think of those fellas? I'll throw some here. Say last year, I think, look, they're eating the grass, they're hilarious. I think last year the guys were a lot quicker to figure things out, but I might be imagining that. Hello! It's funny, that colour on the other, with the Cade Míle Fáilte herd, they seem to be the bravest as well. I'm sure that's a coincidence, but... Hello! Have some. Smelling me now, checking me out. And that brown fella, he seemed very confident compared to them as well, compared to most of them. You want some? Drop some there. They're like, what the hell are these things? What do you expect us to do with these? They've no interest in them at the moment. It's hilarious. They're just going for the grass. It's a good quality grass. It is better than these carrots. Well, they are D4 now. They might know these are from Lidl. They might prefer Donnybrook Fair carrots. Look, disgusted they are. They're off. Hello. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there's 9 of these guys, and I think there's about 7 the others. There is more land on this side. I mean, there's plenty of land on both sides, but this is the biggest. How are you? Cheek of them eating grass in front of me after me slicing these up and everything. Hmm? Just getting rid of some grass there. Very windy, you probably can't hear me. Not that it really matters because there's not much happening. I'll just throw these here, they're not interesting. And they're off. I love when they gallop. If you're ever near them when they gallop, it's hard to explain. People, when you see a whole herd going at full, it wakes you up. And you'll often hear them before you see them when they're galloping. I don't know if you probably can't see on this camera now. They're playing a bit down there now. They're nipping each other, and that's just play. And often around this time as well, they groom each other. I saw them at that yesterday. I don't think I got a right time with it. They seem like they can groom at any time, but they seem to groom a lot in the evening. Anyway, I'm going to cut this. Okay, guys, I'll keep. Oh, gee, look at them over there. I'll persevere with these guys. Those two. I don't know if you can see those two. They're the white one and the dark one. They're having a good old bit of fun. Yeah, I'll persevere. I'm quite happy that they just, you know, follow me around, to be honest, and the feeding will come. There's no real need to feed them, but I think people like to see it sometimes. They've plenty of grass at the moment. They're having a good old frolic over there. I don't suppose you guys can see it on this thing. Okay, guys, take it easy. I'll be back soon, no doubt. Adios.